When Eun-Woo was spotted entering Moon Ga-young's home late at night, fans and reporters alike were left stunned, unable to look away from the unfolding scene. The quiet street in Seoul's upscale neighborhood was suddenly alive with whispers, camera flashes, and breathless speculation, as his black luxury sedan slowed to a stop in front of her house. Those who had been waiting, some by chance, others tipped off by rumors, held their breath. The driver's door opened, and there he was, every bit as immaculate and poised as fans have come to expect, Eun-Woo, South Korea's beloved heartthrob, stepping into the cool evening air with an unmistakable purpose. He carried a bouquet of white lilies in one hand and a small, elegantly wrapped box in the other. His expression was calm, but his eyes betrayed something more, a subtle tension, perhaps nerves, or maybe anticipation. Without acknowledging the growing crowd behind him, he walked briskly to the gate, pressed the bell, and waited. Moments later, the door swung open to reveal Moon Ga-young's mother, who greeted him with a warm, almost maternal smile before stepping aside to let him in. As the door closed, murmurs of shock and excitement rippled through the onlookers. Nobody knew what exactly was happening inside, but it was already clear that this night would become the talk of the nation. Their story had fascinated the public for years. From the moment they shared the screen in true beauty, their chemistry was undeniable, setting fans' hearts racing and sparking countless rumors about a romance blossoming off-camera. In interviews, both would smile coyly when asked about their relationship, deflecting questions with playful banter or ambiguous answers that only fueled speculation further. Paparazzi had caught them together on more than one occasion, having coffee at a quiet Gangnam cafe, walking shoulder to shoulder through Incheon Airport, even sitting side by side at a mutual friend's wedding. Each time, their agencies denied that anything more than friendship existed between them. But that night at her house told a different story. Neighbors later described how they caught glimpses of them through the sheer curtains, Eun-Woo and Moon Ga-young sitting at the dining table, speaking softly, with her mother occasionally chiming in. One neighbor claimed to have heard laughter and even snippets of what sounded like a heartfelt conversation, though the words were too muffled to discern. Another swore she saw Eun-Woo standing alone on the balcony at one point, staring out at the stars, his hands gripping the railing tightly as if steeling himself for something monumental. By the time he emerged nearly 4 hours later, the crowd outside had tripled in size, and the air buzzed with curiosity and tension. Reporters called out to him, asking for a comment, but he only bowed politely, wearing a faint smile before slipping back into his car and disappearing into the night. Within minutes, social media exploded. Tags like #Eun-Woo at Ga-young's house, #late night visit, and #meeting the family shot to the top of trending lists worldwide. Fans speculated wildly, dissecting every detail of his outfit, the flowers he brought, even the expression on his face. Some were overjoyed, convinced this was confirmation of the long-suspected romance. Others were more cautious, wondering if there was another explanation entirely. Still, no one could deny that something significant had happened. The next morning brought another shock. Moon Ga-young's mother stepped outside to fetch groceries and was immediately surrounded by reporters. At first she smiled demurely, refusing to answer questions about the previous night. But just as she reached her doorstep, she paused, turned to face the cameras, and spoke. "They're thinking about a very important decision," she said calmly. "But it's not for me to reveal. Please wait a little longer." With that, she disappeared back inside, leaving the press reeling and fans clamoring for more. Words ignited a firestorm of speculation. What was the important decision she referred to? Many fans immediately assumed the obvious: they were planning to announce their engagement. Others floated alternative theories. Perhaps they were about to embark on a major project together, or even planning to move abroad to escape the relentless spotlight. Blogs and entertainment sites published countless articles, each claiming to have insider knowledge. Noted that both stars had been unusually quiet on social media in recent weeks, posting fewer selfies and avoiding public appearances. To fans, this silence seemed to confirm that something big was brewing. Evidence began to surface, or at least, Fans believed to be evidence. A grainy photograph from earlier in the month appeared to show them wearing matching rings on their left hands. Another fan claimed she saw the pair shopping for furniture at a high-end boutique. Yet another swore she overheard Eun-Woo telling a friend, "I'm ready for the next step." Even their colleagues appeared to hint at the truth. One actor posted a cryptic Instagram story of two doves with the caption, "Love is in the air." Industry insiders began weighing in. An unnamed manager told a reporter off the record, "I'd be ready for big news if I were you. Just be patient." A stylist who had worked with both stars posted a series of emojis, a ring, a heart, and a pair of eyes, further fueling the frenzy. Meanwhile, netizens scoured old interviews for clues, pointing out subtle details they claimed to have missed before. The way Eun-Woo's gaze lingered on her during press conferences, the affectionate way she once brushed lint off his jacket during a behind-the-scenes shoot. But beneath the excitement was also a palpable sense of anxiety. Both Eun-Woo and Moon Ga-young have lived much of their adult lives in the public eye, their every move scrutinized, their every word dissected. Fans wondered if they could withstand the intense pressure that comes with being a high-profile couple in the unforgiving world of Korean entertainment. Yet those who knew them best insisted that their bond was strong enough to endure. One close friend confided in each other's anchor. Whatever comes next, they'll face it together. The silence from both stars only added to the intrigue. Days passed, and still, no official statement came. Paparazzi continued to camp outside their homes, hoping to catch another glimpse of them together. Fans flooded their social media accounts with messages of support, and occasional pleas for clarification. As the week wore on, the buzz reached fever pitch. Everyone wanted to know, what decision were they contemplating? Were they preparing to publicly declare their love? To announce an engagement? Or was there another secret waiting to be revealed? Whatever the truth, one thing was certain. The events of that night had changed everything. Whether this marked the beginning of a new chapter or simply the next step in a long and complicated journey, Eun-Woo and Moon Ga-young had once again captured the world's imagination. Love, after all, is rarely simple. But sometimes, it speaks loudest in silence, in stolen glances, in quiet conversations behind closed doors. Courage to show up at someone's doorstep with flowers and a gift, knowing the world is watching. So we wait, breathless, watching the story unfold. Perhaps, in the days to come, they will speak. Perhaps they will finally share their truth. Until then, we are left with questions, with possibilities, and with hope that in the end, love will prevail, and that when they are ready, they will let the rest of us in on the secret they've been keeping. For now, though, we watch, we wonder, and we believe. Because sometimes, most beautiful stories are the ones that haven't been told.